What's up, guys? Welcome back to RollPlay Solum week number 11. The cast was laughing hysterically during the break, and I got to find out why. What do you guys do? What's so funny?
I was looking at a funny pictures thread on Team Liquid, and they have pictures of these comedians and like a bit from their act, and one of them says, I saw a girl at a costume party dressed like a slutty nurse. She obviously has no respect for herself because with a little more time and effort, she could have dressed like a slutty doctor.
That's not even that.
Hey, wasn't that funny?
I like the 9/11 one better. I don't know if it's appropriate.
That one might not be appropriate.
It's like it feels appropriate to me, but it might. I don't know. It might be.
I mean, it would.
I think it's fine.
It's fine. It says, I'm a pretty patriotic guy. Anytime anyone around me says, oh man, I forgot something, I'm like, it better not be 9/11.
I don't. That's not funny to me.
I love these jokes, man.
Oh, man.
I was watching one of those casting couch porn videos. Then I saw the same actress in another video. I was like, she got the part. That's good.
Pretty good. Oh, it's pretty good. Okay, let's get back into it. Neil, Ryan, as you were.
Well, I had just left after getting hit by the bottle from this first mate, and I had come back to report to Smee and Victorian.
And you tell us that the captain is being questioned, and
the Rossi priest has gone missing, and all of the Rossi priest stuff has gone missing, and the only lead that they really have is the fishman that attacked.
Did you ask about the captain?
He said that the captain was off dealing with other issues. I heavily suspect he might be being questioned, or held, or even if the Rossi are unjust, killed for letting their priest die.
I think the reason the first mate waved us off then is because it sounds like they're protecting us. If that story you say is true, then they're holding the story. It just sounds like we'd be inviting too much problems if we were around, you know?
There was not a single mention of our party. So
That's
either
fantastic.
they're protecting or they don't suspect us in the least.
I think what I'll do then is perhaps I'll approach the first mate and talk to him about getting on the boat after, or seeing if we can help, I suppose. But keeping our distance does seem to be the wise choice, but it doesn't mean, I mean, they have nothing. As long as we're not around the entire crew and one of them decides to turn on us or something like that, we should be able to avoid the boat, and then when they leave, just hop on before it leaves, right?
Perhaps, in theory, it seems like a solid plan.
yeah, we just need to figure out when exactly they're going to leave, and maybe they could sneak us on in the middle of the night or something when the guards have their back turned, et cetera, et cetera. I think we definitely need to talk to them, though. Just be careful. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe Ryan goes back still disguised and does the conversation, to be honest, because if you go back and a guard sees you and they're looking for you, I don't know.
It sounds like they're not looking for us is the thing.
That's true. They might not be. I mean, I think he might have told Largo, if you want to risk it, Victorian, then I'm behind you, but I'm going to sit right here on this bench and watch it happen. I'm not going to walk over there. It's up to you. It's up to you.
Well, if the story is true, then it doesn't sound like they have information just yet. It just sounds like we're being protected from what could end up happening, which means we need to get out of here soon. But the captain did right by us, and this is further proof of that if they're keeping up their story. And I would hate to repay that by just ditching town. So I'm gonna talk to him.
All right.
Are they next to me now? Because I feel like...
No, you're still back in the...
Fine.
You stayed with Carla.
Yeah, I'll just sleep a little bit. You guys can wake me up when you're ready.
Joffrey has no talking parts in this episode.
Yeah.
He didn't get many lines. But
the last 5 minutes. All right, let's go, Jack. We got to board the boat.
Now Joffrey knows what it's like to be Carla.
I don't expect you all to take this
pretty
risk.
well.
We do.
We're bonding right now. She totally forgave me for the one time that I talked about the baby, right, Neil?
I did not say those words.
Behind
Those
us.
are your words, not mine.
So I will. I'm gonna approach the boat. I don't expect any of you to come after me or anything like that. So same deal. If I'm not back by tonight, then expect the worst and get out of town, I guess.
yeah, if we don't see you come back over here, then we'll expect you tonight at the inn. If you're not there, then we know what's going on. So good luck.
Yeah, it shouldn't be long though. If all goes according to plan, I don't plan on sticking around, but I'll be right back, or maybe not.
All right.
And then Neil, I'm going to head towards the boat, and I take off my mask, I guess, and just wear it or have it at my side or whatever.
All right, you walk up to the ship. First mate
Did
sees
they
you.
see me approaching?
Oh yeah, first mate sees you coming, and does another one of these.
I gave him a nod to like the tavern or something like that, or like
Mm-hmm.
anything.
He kind of does one of these and like, yeah. The conversation like gives you a glance out of the corner of his eye.
I nod in the direction of like a tavern nearby, and I start walking to it.
Okay.
And I grab a table and order 2 drinks, I guess.
All right. So you sit and wait for a little while. It takes like 10 minutes, 15 minutes for him to show up, but he eventually walks in, looks around, sees you, and comes and sits down at the table with you. Says, "What do you need to say? It's not very safe for us to be seen together right now."
I understand. You guys have done us a solid, from what I understand, and you're keeping the story up. So I need to know what's going on and if I can help, because my conscience would not let me sleep at night if we just left you in trouble.
Well, we're in trouble already, so what do you want?
What's going on? Is the captain okay?
I think this is one of those situations where the less you know, the safer off we are. But you guys had best get out of town.
Do I have reason to believe that they're going to know about us, or is it just safer that we
Captain's
leave?
a good man. He'll keep his mouth shut. But maybe they're magic users. I don't know if you have any experience with that, but
We do.
yeah.
Look, it's not much, but I feel terrible about this. So here's something for the trouble, I guess, and I'm going to give him 5 platinum.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate that.
If our paths ever cross again, I hope it's in less troubled waters. But again, I'm sorry for what befell you.
Thanks, man.
And then I nod and head out, I guess.
Okay. He stays at the table after you leave, so you guys exit separately.
Head back to the group. Kind of tell them, yep, we're going to need to find another passage, and it should probably be no later than tomorrow morning, because we're not safe here. We're fine. Like, they say the captain's a good man, but he brings up a good point. The Verasi do have magic users on their side, and who knows what the limit of their power is here.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, I don't personally care, but are you guys okay with just leaving the captain and their crew at whatever befalls them, or
I
befalls
asked him
them?
about it. He said that they're in trouble as it is, and we would only bring more harm. I offered our help, and they seem to have it under control. So, well, to the best of their ability, anyways.
It appears walking away is just the best thing to do here for all
Yeah.
parties.
Sweet. Let's go maybe find some other passage. I'll
Yeah.
go look into that. You guys want to talk to Jockrey?
Yeah. How about, hey, Largo, do you mind informing Carla and Jockrey of the plan, and I'll help Smee find passage?
Sure, absolutely. Before I leave, I talk to Smee. I pull him aside, and I tell him that my lockpicks have been ruined, and if he could, while I'm back, find a shop to buy me some lockpicks, I would pay him back.
Neil, I know that lockpicks are found in kind of scummy places, right? They're not common.
Yeah, I mean, you would both know where to get lockpicks. You're both rogues. You're both
Right.
thieves, you know?
Well, I figure that the docks are like one of these scummy places in the town. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell her, I was like, yeah, I got to make sure that Victorian, he's not gonna probably want to split up, but I'll just see what I can do, and I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
cool. Yeah, if you find an opening, then go for it. All right, I head back to
Okay.
Carla and Jockrey.
and me and Victorian go to the harbor.
All right. Let's do Carla, Jockey, and Largo. You guys are there. What do
Okay.
you do?
So
Are you still disguised?
no, I probably would have taken it off
Okay.
afterwards.
All right.
Carla, Jockey,
Hey.
unknown
how's it
child.
going?
Hey.
It's been a while.
What have you guys been up to all day? Just
I've been
sitting in here?
teaching Carla to bandage people if we get in trouble. Figured it would be useful.
That's pretty amazing. Could you teach me to bandage?
Probably.
Hmm.
Might take a while though.
Once you're done teaching Carla, I might be interested in that.
Sure. I'll show you, man. No
Anyway,
problem.
the goal of what we're doing is we tried to find passage back on the ship that we first came in on, but we can't do that because the captain is being held for the priest that got killed by the fisherman, of course.
Oh man, are they okay?
They might be in a little bit of trouble because of Verasi priest went missing off the ship. But right now, Victorian and Smee are looking for passage on a different ship, and we're probably going to be heading out of this town as soon as possible. So if there's anything that you need to do in town,
No, not especially. But do you think they're gonna be okay?
maybe. But the ship's captain, or the first mate rather, said that the best thing to do.
Hello, train.
The ship's first mate said the best thing to do would just be for us to all walk away.
Well, I guess if he believes that.
I agree.
All right. Sure.
With the captain, that is, the ship's captain. That we should just
Yeah.
walk away.
I mean, yeah, I guess so.
All right. Well, if there's anything that you need to do, I can stand guard over Carla and let you go about town. I know you've been in here all day. If you gotta go,
Yeah, I'll just go
find
take a
some
walk.
herbs or something.
Man, I think I'm good, man. Actually.
All right. So I'm just gonna chill until they come back with news about the boat.
Oh, actually, is there a library in the city?
Neal.
There is a. I was drinking. There's a
Well,
library.
Don't drink on your own time, Neal.
God damn it, Neal.
There is one.
Yes, there's a library in the city.
Uh,
And drink again, so don't save your questions.
okay.
Now you
All right,
can
I'm
continue.
gonna head to the library, and I'm
Can you
gonna
read?
look for yeah. I'm gonna look for more information about because I think Ryan described to me the logos that were on the book of the cleric.
Is Jen's character the only one that can read? Is that not divine justice, or is that?
No, yeah, we determined that last episode. Yeah, she's the only one that can read.
Yeah. So I remember Ryan showing us what the drawings were on the book or something.
Yeah.
So
Didn't we
I'm
already
gonna.
go over this? Didn't we already discuss what they were?
Mhm.
Yeah, but I mean, with just my basic knowledge, I figured if I look into a book, I might get more info of what it might be.
Oh, before Jockey leaves, I'll also show him, and I say don't show this to anybody. I'll show him the picture of the painted woman or sketched woman that I found in the lockbox. You know what I'm talking about, Neil? Do you remember even saying that? If you don't remember, it's okay. It's not
Which
important,
lockbox?
so I don't do that.
Hold on, which lockbox?
It was the priest's lockbox.
Yeah.
Oh,
They still
okay.
haven't opened Alice's lockbox or whatever.
Okay, well, that's yeah. There's a lot of locked boxes in this world.
Okay. So he shows me that.
No,
And-
I was go see if you can find out who this is if you're going to the library.
With this paper?
Yes, but don't show anybody.
Okay. I guess so. I mean, I can just look at it and remember what it looks like and go without it.
You can do that too.
Yeah, I'll just look at the picture and then I go to the library.
Okay.
Where did you find this?
It was just in the trash and on the ship. It was interesting to me, so I picked it up. I thought it was done by somebody talented.
Who do you think it belonged to?
I have no idea it was in the trash.
Okay. So I'm gonna go read about the insignias and the religion linked to the logos we saw.
Okay.
See if I get anything more out of it.
Give me your intelligence check.
14?
Well, maybe we could get Ryuzilla in roll 22.
29.
Oh yeah, God.
29.
You poke around at the library, asking questions with these different people, and the insignias don't really look to be anything to do with religion or anything like that. You're not sure what they are. And you have no success with the picture of the woman.
Okay. What did the picture of the woman look like? Can you describe it to me, Neil?
There's a picture of a woman.
Just a picture of a woman, no.
It was
nothing
a
around it?
drawing. It was a drawing of a woman seated in a chair, in the corner of a room. She's got, long hair, fairly pretty face. It's not a very, it's not a high quality sketch, but it's decent.
Is it a human?
Yeah, human woman.
What does her clothes look like?
She is wearing, how do you call it? It looks like fairly standard peasant garb. Nothing too fancy, nothing too pretty. It's not a dress. It's like or it's one of those. I don't know how to describe women's clothing. It's like the top and skirt thing. It's just looks like normal clothes.
Okay.
If I dress, or maybe it's a shirt and skirt. I don't know how these things work.
Okay.
I'm really, really bad at this section of the world.
Okay. Well, then I'm gonna just read about the area, the lands surrounding us, and on our way to Raekwon, to try to see which kind of animals we might meet and.
Are you looking
terrain.
for land animals, animals in the sea, animals in the air?
I guess I would look for sea animals.
Okay.
Or creatures.
It seems that there are a bunch of those weird fishmen called, I don't forget their names, shenanigans or shenanigans.
I think it is shenanigans. Yeah.
I think it's they're called shenanigans.
So that's the guys we met.
Yeah.
Oh, what are they? I'm looking for their purpose then.
Their purpose?
Yeah, why they would attack us. I'm trying to find why they would attack us.
They live in the sea. They do shit. Why do orcs attack you?
I mean, I'm just trying to find if they're like barbaric creatures.
It's a very scientific show. They live in the sea. They do shit.
Are they an organized? Are they an organized society? Are they smart? Are they like?
I mean, they have weapons and clothing, so clearly
they're pretty smart.
Yeah, but this, you don't learn too much about them.
And are they known to like pillage ships and stuff, or are they keeping to themselves usually?
From time to time, they will attack ships. It seems.
Jen's that person that plays Fallout and actually reads the books inside of Fallout. I think.
Just trying to see why they attacked us.
There, you get no answers from the books.
Neil, that's weird because she goes to the chapter that says this is why they attack people.
The books hold no answers for you. Library is not a source of all knowledge. It's not Wikipedia. It's,
so you don't say much more about them?
Neil, I invent Wikipedia. What do I need to roll?
Give me an intelligence check.
Smeopedia. Here we go.
Smeopedia.
Oh, I want to start the Jackrepedia.
I think that becomes the Silk Road or whatever it's called, right?
Yeah.
Smee, you have the right idea, but you can't figure out exactly how to implement it.
Okay, I'll try again next week.
All right. They're called Shagwan. Sagwin? I don't know.
Tuna rolls. California roll, I think.
There's not a pronunciation guide in here. Sahuagin.
Isn't that just Sahagin or something like that?
Sahagin. Sahagin.
Can we just call them Murlocs? That's in the Smeopedia.
Yeah.
I think we should just call them shenanigans.
All right. So Smee and I are going to the local watering hole.
It's a
Right.
fountain. Yeah. Okay.
And I go up to the barkeep and I say, "Hey, barkeep, if I'm looking for passage to Raekwon, which group of landlubbers or sea lubbers should I go approach?"
He laughs. We don't call them sea lubbers, but I get your meaning.
I laugh equally as hard.
I play bad cop and don't laugh at all and just mean face the guy.
All right, friend. Who should I approach now that we've shared a laugh together and are basically brothers?
I'm not sure, but if you head down to the docks and look at any large ship, ask them where they're headed. I'm sure about half of them are headed that way. Pretty much everything stops off at Varkas and Raekwon these days. As long as they're headed to the west or east, they should be going to Raekwon.
Very good. I'll just hop on this train here and then head to the dock.
Victoria, some horses rode by. Let's jump on quick.
I motion to Smee that we should head to the docks, I suppose, and supposing Shmee follows me, we head to the docks.
Yep.
All right. You guys re-arrive at the docks.
Well, we avoid at quite a distance the boat of trouble, but we approach. Do we see any other large boats with people on top of it talking
You
and
see
stuff?
plenty of ships about.
Okay, I literally, I walk in a line down the dock as the boats, are parked or whatever, and I stop and turn to each one, supposing it takes this long. I say, "Ahoy! I'm looking for passage for roughly 5 people to Raekwon. What say you?"
Yeah, we got Raekwon. We're going to Raekwon tomorrow.
How much would it be for? Is it 5 people?
Yep.
For 5 people.
5 people. No extra baggage. Nothing big. Nothing wieldy. Just looking for people to go.
No big baggage, and I'm a hell of a cook if I can knock down the price a little bit. I make a mean squirrel stew.
Well, there ain't no squirrels on the sea.
I cooked up a shenane once. It was delicious.
You cooked up a shenane. How'd you find a shenane to cook?
They tried to kill us, and we killed them instead.
Sweet Jesus and apple pie. I mean, sweet Martha and apple pie.
What say you and fee-wise? If you want to discuss discounts, that's
Well,
fine.
we're actually headed straight to Raekwon, non-stop. We're even skipping Varkas. 7 days at sea, more or less, to get there. We got a lot of strong, hefty rowers. This is like a Drakkar. Fuck, I forget the name of the ship. But it's mostly oar-powered. It has
So
sails.
not a
for
boat,
extra.
Neal, is what you're saying.
It's a ship. They're all
Okay.
ships. Yeah. 5 people to Raekwon, 7 days. About gold and a half a day. Neal does some calculations. 1.5 times 7. 10 gold per person. We'll call it 10 gold per person if you're going to Raekwon.
Okay. That sounds like a hell of a deal, friend, and you've been an absolute pleasure to discuss this with. Smee, do you see any reason why we shouldn't just take this one?
No, it looks good to me, man. Let's do it.
That was awesome. Really quick. What time do you leave tomorrow?
Probably, I think tides are moving out just before dawn. So if you can get here when it's still dark, that'd be great.
We'll be here while it's still dark.
Yeah.
It's myself.
Just
go ahead.
to let you know, the only rooms that we have left open are maybe not the nicest of quarters. They're pretty cramped. I mean, you're
That's fine.
gonna be sleeping with the horses. We're overbooked as is.
7 days, friend. We can do this. And
Done.
it'll be fine. Thank you.
All right,
As I turn to Smee, I go, well, add that to the list. I'm a hell of a negotiator for travel.
It was quite
Someday
well
they'll
done.
call me a travel friend or travel bud or travel pal, maybe
You
travel
could call
agent.
it Smealosity.
Smealosity. I like it.
We
Once we save this child, you and I can have some business talks.
could. I've got a lot of ideas. What do you think about? And then we just start walking. Oh, and as we're like halfway through, I'm like, Victorian, I'll meet you back at the end. I gotta go get a couple things before I join back. Do you need anything in town?
No, just please stay out of trouble. We're playing with it as it is right now.
100% stay out of trouble. That's my middle name.
Alrighty.